Hi everyone, so I am at the Bet365 Regional Testing Centre where you can come and have a drive-through test if you feel or suspect that someone in your business, in your family, or even just yourself might have symptoms of COVID-19. We've just had a tour around the site, Dr. Chandra and I, and what we've learned is that you can come down here and get tested without having pre-booked, as long as you've got some form of photographic ID. So I've got my driver's license. I'm going to give it a go now and see what it's like. It's unbelievable the amount of work that's gone on here, and I was delighted to back Councillor Abby Brown in our campaign to make sure that we would make this a regional test site. So what we're going to do is we're just stopping off now, and we're going to remain in the car with all the windows closed. Okay, we're just getting the instructions now from the fella who is showing us. Is being two people being tested. Councillor Jellyman's joining in for this as well. So we've just found out that you haven't got a QR code. So what we're doing is please show photo ID, which I've got, and that is going to be brilliant. And we're going to go through that there. So they are now sticking on that, so they're aware of our situation and giving us instructions as what to do. So I mean, amazing efficiency straight out the gate that's going on here. And we're now going to go forward. Don't worry, there's always one. Dr. Chandra, there's always one. We're going to go the other way, going towards the lovely people here who are going to want to check in again one more time, because obviously, you know, we need to make sure if we've just rolled up what happens. So we're going to find out what's going on. Now you can have two of us today being tested, indeed. Now we've been told that if you're uncomfortable, you can self-test ID if you want to, but if you're a bit uncomfortable about it, you can go and have administered. We're going to get our one done as an administered test, just because I want to show you the process, but the self-test is amazing. If you're stuck and you're in the car parking area with the self-testing, you just simply send the hazard lights on and people will be aware of the situation. But they're now going through, because obviously we're going to need to get our testing sorted out. And they're just going to put that because we're having two tests done. As I said, Councillor Jellyman joining in with this experiment. And we're now going to the administered testing bay here, which we're very kind of being pointed towards. Now, we've been told they have the capacity for 2,302 tests a day here, and so far we are below capacity. So if people want to test, please feel free to come and get tested. We can see the lovely staff here wearing their PPE who are about to administer the tests upon Councillor Jellyman and myself, and we're just going to park up now and have the test done. So taking the test kit, going through the system. Unbelievable. And again, I want to say thank you to the staff for the incredible work, and thank you to Matt Hancock for making sure that the Stoke did get the regional testing centre. It was absolutely the right thing to do. I know Ava and her granddad were delighted when this was finally given, and obviously for the help that they gave here at the Bet365 testing centre to make sure that Ava's granddad came back as negative on his test, which is brilliant news. So we're just now waiting for them to come out. As I said, unbelievable system. Dr. Chandra is going to give us a quick few words. Dr. Chandra, obviously you've been on the front line as a GP. How have you found working in the NHS during this crisis?
The whole COVID pandemic has changed how we manage patients, and we're seeing more and more patients remotely through, and then they need to be seen face to face. We're seeing them, but this is an amazing place where we can send people for testing, and we're also doing antibody testing for people who are work in the care industry or NHS as well. So the testing is not a problem. People are getting results in the same day, and it's an amazing facility. And thank you to you, Jonathan, for helping to get the testing centre here in Stoke-on-Trent.
Fantastic. No, thank you, Chandra. And we've just got Councillor Jellyman here who's going through some testing.
No. Fantastic. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take this swab, it's going to go to the back of your throat, and with the same swab it's going to go up your nose. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable and you may start to gag. Do you have any reason why this test would not be suitable?
No.
Are you happy for me to proceed with the test?
Yep.
Fantastic. If you just want to take your seatbelt off, can you bring the window a little bit lower? Please, if you can. Oh,
God.
You want to turn to face me a little bit for me. Tilt your mouth back, open your mouth really wide and just say ah. Keep going ah for me. Keep going ah, keep going ah. Fantastic.
Don't worry, Dan, we didn't get that.
Any preference for his nostril? Any preference for his nostril?
No.
Fantastic. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Fantastic. If you want to just wind your window and we'll come over to the next person.
There we go. So Dan has been through the process. Dan, how do you find it?
It was not too bad, actually. It was all right. It was not as uncomfortable as some people may assume. So yeah, it's
fantastic.
good to be tested.
And I didn't know this is important, so I'm going to hand it back to Dan, because Dan's going to show me, because obviously, sorry, I was speaking with Dr. Chandra, and Dan had to blow his nose at the start. So you'll see the whole process again one more time, this time with Muggins over here being in the shot. Very grateful to Dr. Chandra for being, I suppose, our taxi driver for this particular experiment. Obviously, he's been tested, he's been wearing all the PPE. He has been doing an amazing job at the GP surgery up at Golden Hill to ensure that people can still access their local GP practice and all the facilities that they need, which is just second to none up there. And I just can't again say how lucky we are. 2,302 tests per day can be conducted here. What we need from you is to make sure that if you fear at any stage that you have symptoms, if you think anyone in your family, if you think your neighbour, bring them down here. They don't need to have an appointment. They can just simply roll up with some photographic ID, like the driver's license here. So feel free to use that and come down and get tested, because it's important. Otherwise, you know, this facility is something I want to keep well into late 2020, especially with schools going back in September, where we're going to start seeing football crowds both at Port Vale and at Stoke City returning, where we're going to see businesses maybe bringing staff back off furlough. Therefore, we're going to be interacting, even though it's distance, in a more social way than we have been. So this is absolutely critical to ensuring that we do what is best for our city, for our people, for our community, which is to ensure that we are COVID secure at all times. And I know that this is actually important because I've been down in London with a test as well, so I know now more than ever I get my test done. So we're going to come around here, about to go through the process, and obviously you'll see what it is that needs doing in a sec, because they're just going to fill in all the paperwork. And it's Boots, thank you very much as well, who have been specially training the staff, working with the NHS, working with volunteers to ensure that we are COVID secure as best as we can be. And just so you know, I've got the obviously recess, by the way, so 22nd of July is the last day that I'll be down in Westminster. Then I'll be back up on the 24th, and I'll be here all the way through the summer holidays until we have to go back on the 1st of September. So feel free to invite me to any community events or any businesses that you want me to come visit, or anything. I want to make sure I'm out and about. Hello there, how are you?
You right? This is a test registration card.
Thank you very much.
So what you need to do is follow the steps on the card and register the test before midnight tonight.
Before midnight tonight, I will do.
Fantastic. If you don't get results within a couple of days, please ring the number on the card and then reference the barcode.
Lovely, I will.
Fantastic. Do you mind just blowing your nose for me?
Absolutely, no problem at all.
Fantastic. Hello, so my name's Ryan. I'm going to perform the test today.
Hi Ryan.
Before we begin, do you have any cuts or any mouth ulcers?
No, I don't.
Fantastic. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take this swab, it's going to go to the back of your throat, and with the same swab, it's going to go up your nose.
That's fine.
It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable and you may start to gag. Do you have any reason why this test would not be suitable?
No, I don't.
Are you happy for me to proceed?
I am indeed happy for you to proceed.
Fantastic. If you just want to take your seatbelt off for me, if you are going to cough or sneeze, please just raise your hand and just turn your head away from me.
Will do.
If you want to turn towards me a little bit, lean forward, tilt your head back, open your mouth really wide, and just say "ah." Do an "ah" for me. Yep. One more. Fantastic. Have you got any preference for which nostril?
No, either one. Go ahead.
Fantastic. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. If you just want to wind up your window, and then we'll give you a wave when we're ready for you to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Ooh. So unlike Dan, I had a little bit of a gagging issue there, but as he said, turned away and made sure that I was ready to go, with the idea of coughing into the tissue and making sure that I dispose of that appropriately, because obviously we want to make sure that we're secure. By the way, we should say that Councillor Jellyman and I don't suspect we have any symptoms but we are doing this because it's important that we show the people of Stoke-on-Trent how this all works. So that's why we're here today, doing what we need to do. So thank you very much for watching. Obviously, I will register my test before midnight tonight, and I will share with you the results when they come back. All the very best.